I just want to ask you about some comments that have been made by our Defence Secretary, Ben Wallace. I don't know whether this was a little bit of frustration from the Defence Secretary because, you know, Ukraine really wants weapons and it wants them quickly. The UK can only do so much so fast. And Ben Wallace was talking about a situation where he'd driven 11 hours to Ukraine only to be presented with a list of weapons, the inference being that, you know, he could get his hands on them quickly. And he turned around and said, look, you know, we're not Amazon. You have to understand that often we're asking countries to give up their own defence weapons to donate to Ukraine. We're having to try and persuade the likes of Washington to get on board with these decisions. We're not Amazon. We can't do things quickly. Do you understand those comments and what do you make of them?
Absolutely. This is the word of friend of Ukraine. Very professional and very responsible. We should understand that no limits of weapons for Ukraine of any type, of any range. And the Great Britain just demonstrated the leadership and the good example which other nations should follow, together, shoulder to shoulder with the United States. And Ukrainian soldiers know exactly the role of Great Britain. But together with that, I want to remind you that the British Parliament make a statement. Prime Minister Sunak make a statement that they are fully support Ukrainian membership in NATO. And for that, before Washington's next summit of NATO, we should do our homework. We Ukrainians should immediately implement reform for strengthening democratic institutions, for fighting against corruption, for providing the security. But all the nation, all the NATO member states should definitely be prepared to invite Ukraine in NATO. And I saw my own eyes, the British tank and the British missile on the front line, on the battlefield, because I'm visiting the battlefield every single week. And I hear the words from brigade commander who specially stressed the extreme efficiency of your Storm Shadow. I just transfer the word of the brigade commander of Ukrainian soldiers